I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop in the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip, that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. A traveling man. I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
It was another typical season for Williams last year. Big-time playmaking and also an injury that kept him off the field for a few games. Still put up just under 900 yards to lead Los Angeles, and he picks up the first with that catch.
Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league.
Bling, bling, bling. This man. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions and millions and millions and millions.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
First play's a run with Nwagu.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll throw down the field. Caught by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. Nice little juke. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, here's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it's going to be second down.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, a momentary unnecessary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, it's Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Cousins now on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, no, easy. Lucky 48.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
In motion right goes Allen.
Go.
On second down, Eckler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Play action now, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup of 38.
This might writing it down on my notes. I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now Herbert going to change the look. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black. Leave it. Bring up 40.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Herbert now. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4.
Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Here's Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Wide. Gun. Zebra. Place up.
Throwing is Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, 33 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
21. Hey, ram.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Baylor Tigers. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston.
And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Mike Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first time.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And bulldozing his way through.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that with a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in a running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Yellow.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here for Davis. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. The extra point try now from Dicker.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, no, easy. Gun.
Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
After a string of healthy seasons, injuries finally caught up to Allen again in 2022, but he still managed over 700 yards in 10 games and is in a great spot to become just the second Charger to reach 10,000 career receiving yards. He makes a really nice play there for a first down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Second and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hey, Ram.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
Yeah, I ain't take no losses in a minute. Scored touchdown through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. Part of the reason they can't stop him. You don't know how I feel. Come from nothing, turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them losses into a win. Yeah, treat the beat like 4 down, going for the dub. I ain't playing with them. QB to the RB, big 4 9 serving hand to hand. Real name Jamal Chase, he the newest goal with the people saying. I'm still in the field, ain't calling plays, Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the ops, I ain't ducking smoke. Kick it off, know we tryna scout. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send them home. Hail Mary, I send them long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on them. Gotta pull in they camera phones. H-time, throw the city up, I'm finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket, got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing after Lamborghinis, we just barely getting started. Catch a play, I'm like Megatron, you don't know nobody that can guard, you don't know nobody.
They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems.
All I know is
Set.
they say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather.
Ready.
I got a question for whoever. Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better?
380.
Who do it better? Who do it better?
Yeah, this the king of crunk. Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that. Ain't none of that. They're new to us. Acting like that you pop off. No damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane. Carry you like they do the truck. Trend following. I'm surprised you just not catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl. I'm not a settler. Don't play my kind, no matter my mind. I promise it get pitiful. They love me, they love me. I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy. I'm steady, they killing them. Can't ride by wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them.
I'm so sick of all you weak, lame. Sick of being so awful, man. It's dead for that, man. It's 2023. Maybe I talk about, man. All I want to do is talk and talk and talk. I can really give up.
380. Run.
Yeah, in London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's on, and I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp is half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna look. Delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1. boot on the estate. Then T90s with the Levi's matching. Bricks in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told, gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OTO, shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggling, clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. I'll stick to the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. Thought you, I'm on the break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
Ready. Ready. Run. Set. What is it?
To the sun is blown away, and I will
Set.
chase the girl in you
Set.
away. I'll chase it away. I'll chase it away.
Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. Just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Weezys, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhower's. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on bars forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake to bake right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds? Stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me.
Go. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. Ready.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm rapping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the black. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. After way get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris, just like the way you know you do it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You would say what you want, but my second don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me making rain in your hood like I weather the streets. My label we good. I'm addicted to breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done Connie and Dylan, I got us the block. To the hate and put that in the watch. The ice on my neck is so shorty on hot. It's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing, cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this. If you don't make it hot like her. New deal. AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the game and you play with your life. Put a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today. I done stepped in the field. I got time to play. And my exes are up there, time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm rapping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the black. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and know you do it.
count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million, multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million, 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost co-sign. I stopped thinking about the future, cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best curses. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta meet the same reaper and the same maker, even if we never touch the same paper. Made enough for a surplus. Quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up. Remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed. Used to tell her that you love her, now you can't even remember that girl name. I swear to God the world changed. The world changed.
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. He little, my head was on a swivel. He was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money, who he talking to? Homie hopping, need a they awesome. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. Yeah, I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is Topic Discussion. If I give them attention, they all would probably start blushing. So power and hunt is the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide, stood on everything that I stepped on. I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
They couldn't see me coming with binoculars. Even if they did, tell me who the was stopping us. The options keep popping up. Cops trying to lock us up. When it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up the block inside it and molten lava. Check it, thermometers. These rats is synonymous. The climates in Guatemala, bro. Bet your bottom dollar. Quit like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve him. Tell me, get him any
gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?